of AI development. Again, recapping stocks, the Dow up more than 200, the Nasdaq up nearly 600, and the S&P gains more than 1% to begin a short week of trading. And Lisa Brady, Fox News.
Well, kicking off a brand new week and Thanksgiving week around Lake Norman. Some changes on the way in our weather. High temperatures, plenty of sunshine. Going to get into the mid and upper 60s for our afternoon. The busiest travel days of the year and of the week. Coming up Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have an opportunity for those to be a bit wet, especially Tuesday, with a couple of showers lingering Wednesday morning, drying it out and cooler for Thanksgiving. That's your forecast. WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Yeehaw for rodeo season at Harrison's, the home of work, western, and wow. Whether you compete or cheer from the stands, Harrison has the looks to help you wow the crowd. Get western classics and the latest styles from Harriet, Cinch, Rock and Roll Denim, and Wrangler. Find us in Mooresville.
Reimagining care, restoring trust. Discover One Health, where our mission is creating the healthcare we all deserve. One Health provides comprehensive primary care and OBGYN services across the Lake Norman area. Visit our website at onehealthmpc.com to read our story and find a provider.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I want to see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now. Because your business matters.
Yeah! You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. We're coming to you from Burner Cigar Studio, home of the finest premium cigars and cigar smokers in the world. Great people, premium cigars. Life is good at Burner Cigars, located in Birkdale Village and in Denver on Highway 16. Go on by there. Tell them Joe sent you. I promise you they'll take care of you. And the first cigar is on me. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone. Well, we hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at News Talk WSIC. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. This is where your business matters. And just in case you don't believe me, why this is the #1 live business show in North Carolina. We've been doing the show going on 13 years now. That a boy, Wilton. That a boy. We have interviewed, now this, drum roll please, 970 interviews. Wilton, we're going to get to 1,000 interviews. We have 793 videos on our YouTube channel. Please go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Again, Joe Vagnone Business Broker on YouTube. And please subscribe. Now, don't laugh at me. I didn't even know I had a YouTube channel till just a while ago. We got 178 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. Wow. We got 178 subscribers. The reason I want to get to 200 is because I've been told only 5% of the entire world has over 200 subscribers for YouTube. Wilton, we're going for it. We're going for 200. So please go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Please go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker at YouTube and subscribe. We would truly appreciate that. Again, this is Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, where your business matters, and we thank you for listening. We are live on the tubes, live on the books, live on the X, and live on the chain. If you don't know Joe Talk, that is live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also all of the social media sites as well. Julie, she has been with me over 10 years. She is monitoring WSIC Facebook online. So if you want to ask a question or make fun of Wilton, that is the perfect place to do that. I'll make sure that your comments get on the air. And as always, Julie has been with me over 10 years and monitors that, and she also will be keeping me straight as well because everybody needs a Julie. And so thank you so very much for getting involved with the Facebook. If you want to tune in, I'll be more than happy to try and answer your questions. Just so you know, that Facebook is about, because, Wilton's in there with the mousetrap, running, trying to keep the energy going as fast as he can. But he's about 30 seconds, 45 seconds behind the live radio. So just so you know, that could be just a little bit going through there. Okay, so as you know, we're kind of tweaking the show format a little bit, trying to alter it. And one of the things we're trying to do, I'm trying to give you a little bit of information. And today and I looked long and hard. Let me be clear. I went all through the Google. I mean, I was in and out of the Google all manner of times this week, looking for what I wanted to talk about because we're so close to the end of the 2025 business season. And I promise you, all of you small business people out there that are thinking, I don't think it's actually something I want to do. I think I'm going to tone it down. I think I'm going to go ahead and just slide for the last 2 months of the year. I warn you, this is the perfect time to get 2026 in order. So now let's talk about it. Here we go. So I found this article, and I'm telling you, I did all manner of Googling to find this. It is an article by the editorial team of Indeed. Again, the editorial team put this together. I think they did a really nice job with this. And so there's 15 what they call useful business tips for success and growth. So what I did was I took the editorial team bullet points and I add a little Joe to it. And so let me try. I'm going to try and get through these 15, this first half of the show. So let's get started. So the first thing I want you to know is the takeaway from all of this: effective customer service and good, thorough record keeping and data keeping is the key for 2026. So let me start with you thinking in those terms, because that's kind of where we're going here. Also, there has to be a good, genuine, futuristic look at marketing, which we're going to do second half of the show, by the way. So good marketing initiatives and a creative approach to problem solving is what these 15 things are all about. So I've already given you the where we're headed. Let me show you where it is. Number one, useful business tips. Be prepared and organized. When I tell you be prepared and organized, listen, what I mean is make sure everybody in your organization understands where you're headed. Make sure that they all have given priority. Priority is the key. One of the things I do with Julie is I tell her, hey, do me a favor and give me a list of things that you're working on and the priority that you're working on them. I don't actually tell her what to do or how to do it as much as I want to see where she thinks they're prioritized, and I might move something up or down a little bit on the list. That organization is really important because you're going to get more successful, futuristic view, and everybody will stay on board with that. So please consider organizing as one of your major tasks today. Next one, create a business plan. Listen, I'm not talking about all manner of pages. I'm talking about it really is important that you write down the primary objectives for your team. It is so important that you do that. So creating a plan is probably one of the key things I can give you. Now, when we come back, we're going to talk about how you can do that. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where we're going to give you 15 useful tips to be successful and achieve real growth in 2026. Number one, prepare and organize. Number two, create a plan. We're going to be back, and I'll give you the rest. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Break these pins every time I, it's like my thing. I don't know why. Julie gave me this pin years ago, and I broke the
Oh, you
thing.
did? Oh my gosh.
I keep breaking
I
them.
was just saying you need a metal one.
I don't know why.
Nope. That doesn't
Anyway.
work.
Okay, even though I only got 2.
I know. I was like, you're going to have to go
listen,
faster.
I forgot that I had the whole intro thing at the beginning. So now I can only do a minute. So give me the minute up there. Okay. I told him try and keep me on track with this, but
Right.
that's not going to work.
Right.
You know, when
But
I told
good,
you I've
though.
been doing this over almost 13 years, I'm still an amateur.
Right. Well, that's all right. You know, we're all learning something every day.
I know I should know what I'm doing, but no one ever actually told me what to do.
Right. Just make it up as we go
That's
along.
right. I keep
That'll work.
breaking these.
That's so funny, isn't it?
I mean,
it must be
this is the
something that you're
10th one.
Right. My gosh.
I know.
Right.
It's why I picked this one up instead of this one. Because, see, that hurts me. That's metal right there.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. If you got a metal one, you wouldn't break it.
I think
Not so
that's why
much.
she got it
Right.
for me. I broke it.
Not
It
so
must have
much.
just taken longer. That's
Yeah,
all.
probably.
If you got one, I'd like to be able to break another one, yeah.
You need to break another one.
Let's see if I can go the rest of the show without. Oh, see, no.
No, there you go.
I like that better. See, once I break these, that gets pinchy right there.
Right. Yeah. No, nothing to break.
Wilton, you a fine man.
Nothing
right
to break.
there. Okay, Julie's got the entire article on Facebook, so even if I don't get through it, somebody's going to see it. Okay.
That's good.
Road and
All right.
infield road.
So now we're down to a
Visit
minute for these.
CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets and information on Speedway Christmas. The 500
We're
Club
going,
in
okay.
Statesville invites you to book
In a
seat
minute
time,
is going to be
take
perfect,
golf
right?
lessons, enjoy the
Because
Victory
I'll
Lane
have,
Sports
how many
Bar
will I have
and Grill.
left?
Click on the 500 Club online to see everything they have to offer. Join the Hickory Christmas Show to kick off the
So
holiday
I'll
season
have-
in style.
I'll
Start
have
a new family
13
tradition with a
to
visit
do.
the
Will
show
I have
on
13
December
minutes?
5th through the 7th at the Hickory Metro
Okay.
Convention Center. Click on
So
hickorychristmasshow.com for
at
more
least one?
information.
Do you think at least one?
From all of us
Okay.
here at WSJ
So at least one of them I'm
Studio
gonna
in
skip
Lake
right there. I'm not gonna do a
Norman
minute.
Magazine, we wish
I'm gonna
you
say
all
not
a
important.
happy Thanksgiving.
Wilton said move on.
Up to date and
Read
find
on
out
it
about
online.
local events,
Yeah, that's
Read-
right.
read on-
Get
read on
online. You
Facebook.
get that one online.
and more. Visit
I don't like that one. Don't do that one.
LakeNorman.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter.
I mean, I could talk for 10 minutes on each one of these. That's
Well,
the
I would say
problem.
those two are great.
I know.
mean, you could have a whole show
I know,
on
I
just
know.
those first two.
12 years of
you know, I
conversations,
mean,
thousands of
so much.
insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
This is the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Let's keep going where we left off at the break. 15 useful business tips for success and achieving growth. So, number 3, I already gave you #1, which was prepare and organize. Number 2, create a business plan. Don't get tied up with the concept of business plan. It's a plan for 2026 that I want you to think about. Number 3, research the competition. Listen, I wrote a book years ago on how to buy a small business, and one of the things I talk about is you really do have to know yourself and know the competition. So you need to shop the competition. That's really important. Give that some serious thought. I promise you, this is probably the most important thing you can do for a modern day marketing plan is on the front end, know where the competitors are and where they're heading. I don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of stuff. Years ago, I owned a closet manufacturing business, and one of the things I did was find out where the sweet spot was for the competitors to give a discount, and and I went ahead and offered an extra 10%, and literally it just the sales just almost doubled because I went from 20% to 30% as a discount when we were trying to attract new customers. And so that marketing concept came because I was looking at the competitors. Okay, number 4, determine your strengths and weaknesses. Listen, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but you want to know where this comes from? hear me loud and clear. It comes from your staff and employees telling you exactly what they think. And I promise you, if you'll go back and look at old emails or communication with your staff, you're going to find the things that they don't like doing are real issues that are rubbing up against your weaknesses, and that's where you need to find some sort of solution to that problem. So I believe right here is where your staff is going to be able to help you with that. Number 5, establish revenue profit targets. I don't want to dwell on this, but if you don't know where you want to be financially, it's really hard to either reward or know that what you're trying to do is missing. So you have to measure your numbers. It's so important. So give yourself established numbers. I like to break it up and give each department areas in which they need to succeed or do well. This is probably a great place for me to tell everybody that Julie has passed over 5,000 inquiries and qualifications, which is a milestone in our industry. Very few people have been able to do that. And again, I wouldn't know that if we weren't tracking things. It lets me know how hard and successful the work Julie is doing. By the way, Julie, good job. Spectacular. If I was in charge of the button, I'd press the button again like a clap or something. But since I'm not in charge of the button, you don't get no clap or nothing like that. There you go. Julie, 5,000 inquiries and qualifications. Number 6, recognize the risk and reward. What this is really talking about is, honestly, you got to keep risking. You have to keep risking. The question is, how much are you getting for that risk? And that also includes your time. You have to calculate how much time. I don't want to dig into this in a big way, but I promise you, calculating the risk in the middle of your business cycle is very difficult. And in fact, that's where you need third-party people to help you with that, if you want my opinion on that. Next one, number 7. Put customer service first. I'm going to make this real simple. I'm going to make this real easy for you. You need to be surveying your customers. You need to be surveying your customers as much as possible. Listen to your customers. You may not like what they're saying, but I promise you it is tremendously important. Survey is the best way to go. I can remember years ago when I hired somebody and asked them to help me with my business after she had interviewed all of my customers and buyers and seller side for years. She came back to me and told me they wanted more of an update. We put together an update. Now listen, Julie hates it. Let me be clear about something. A lot of times, the reason why the customer doesn't get what they want is because staff and the employee doesn't want to do it. But I promise you, it is important to keep the customer first. Number 8, maintain through a detailed, thorough records. Let me try and tell you something. Nowadays, modern value comes in the form of your records and your data. And so we sell off businesses that have data. Sometimes you may not even be making money, but the size of your database or your social media may absolutely create tremendous value that otherwise we wouldn't even be able to sell your business. Let me say that. Keeping records, this data is so important. Nowadays, it is part of the value of your business. Next thing, number 9, increase the marketing initiatives. We're going to have an entire second half discussion on marketing, so I don't want to get too much into this, but I'll tell you something. The world of marketing is so similar to what we've always been doing, and yet how we achieve that is completely different. That's where we need experts, professionals, and I have delivered on number 9 for you because we're going to talk to her about the strategies and tactics and digital marketing in a little bit. But marketing is so important. Number 10, Listen to me. I keep saying this, but most small business people don't want to do this. Be creative. If you cannot be creative, you will not be able to continue to expand and keep up. One of the ways you do that is you take some of the other issues that we've discussed and you merge them and come up with an idea that either nobody's come up with or you implement it in a different way, and it will help you be successful. You have to be innovative and creative. It is how a good operation is sort of massaged to a point that the customer is extremely happy about that. So being creative is very important. And I want you to give that serious consideration. Number 11, explore technology. I know probably 50% of us small business people could care less about this. But listen, you cared less about the typewriter or the telephone years ago. We just know it was working for us. That's what needs to happen with technology. You have to open up your mind. You know, I'm not beating up on Julie, but I mean, I'm telling you, I had to get one of those big plastic baseball bats and beat Julie over the head till she finally warmed up to the idea of the CRM system where it would automate a lot of the stuff we do. Because she was so good at it that she said, why do you want to change? Well, if you don't automate, sooner or later, somebody's going to catch up with you. And so now she's able to do much more. And the automation fills in where she doesn't or can't fill in the gap. This is what I'm talking about, automation. There absolutely is a place for technology in your business. Find out where that is. Don't let people deter you from that. Technology is very, very helpful. I call it the Terminator is going to be very helpful for us. I don't think the day goes by today where I don't ask the Terminator something with some part of what's happening in my daily life, and certainly in business, and that is really important that you're on top for the client as well. Number 12, stay updated with the latest trends. Listen, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. Education, education, and more education. Just because you own the business doesn't mean you can't and shouldn't stay on top of not only the industry, but also what is happening and the trends that are happening in different multiple. I want to call it. There's sort of different divisions or sides of a particular industry. Like, for example, my background's in a restaurant business, so there's fast food, there's quick casual, there's high end. Each one of those are different, and there might be these trends that are moving in some but not moving in others and that sort of stuff. You really do want to know what they are, and I promise you this, if you don't take the time to learn and know, it will pass you by, and you're going to find yourself catching up. Number 13, practice corporate social responsibility. You know, I don't, listen, I'm not the guy to tell you, be warm and fuzzy with your community. I'm the guy that says, plug yourself in. I'm the guy that says, run for a local office or get involved with a local politician or participate in something community related. I don't care if it's the kitchen. I don't care if it's a library. I don't care where it is. But by plugging yourself in, what you're going to realize is it keeps you closer to the customers, and that is what's important. Make sure you enjoy it, but do it. Number 14, stay focused. It is important that you stay focused. I got an idea for this. Put together a responsibility chart. Put together a chart of responsibilities for everybody. Let everybody know what they are. That will be very helpful. Last one, number 15. We're going to make it, Wilton. Be consistent. It is important that you are consistent and you follow through. Everybody, including customers, will be following you. So be consistent and follow through. You got my 15. It's actually Indeed's 15. Go to WSIC Facebook, and Julie has put this entire article online. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We'll see you next week.
"12 years strong,
Ooh, I just
Joe
made that.
Vagnone is still delivering the conversations
I was on a
that
roll.
count.
You did good.
Local
I got
Biz
it.
Now.
You did good.
After the break, only on
I got it.
WSIC. Local
I normally
starts
don't do
here.
that. I normally have a co-host.
We're
Yeah,
kicking off a
right,
brand
right.
new week and
No, it's good.
Thanksgiving week around
Okay.
Lake Norman. Some changes on the way in our weather. High temperatures, plenty of sunshine. Going to get into the mid and upper 60s for our afternoon. The busiest travel days of the year and of the week. Coming up Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have an opportunity for those to be a bit wet, especially Tuesday.
Is it
A couple of showers lingering Wednesday morning, drying it out and cooler for Thanksgiving. That's your forecast.
I don't have a
WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase
I
Meyer.
also know 15's our
This
limit.
is Bob McIntosh.
We can't
with
do any more
McIntosh
15
Law
bullet
Firm in
points.
Davidson.
I
Since
was rushing through that.
1997, we have been committed to
Were you
providing
bored?
our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
How can we make your day spotless? Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Of course, our technicians do the extras. It surprises people. Yes, baseboards, window frames, and of course, toilets. Not maids, trained technicians. Exactly. In Brazil, my grandparents taught me to live my life without guilt. Yes, more time means better, bigger life. Yes, with Spotless Cleaning, you live it. Plus, have a clean house. SpotlessCleaningNC.com.
Harness the healing power of horses. With the amazing staff at Willow Equine in Mooresville, we create a supportive environment conducive to healing and growth, dedicated to self-discovery and overcoming adversity. There's a program for you at willowequine.com.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from
I knew
G&B
15
Energy.
was gonna be
This
a lot. I
energy-efficient,
wasn't sure I was gonna be able to
propane-powered
get through
solution heats water instantly, so
I
you'll never run out
used
again.
15
Plus,
to
it
start
saves
with
money
to
and frees
force
up
me to make
space.
me
Propane models
get
start
there.
at just
Because, see,
$295
Wilton, 'cause
after
what you're
rebates.
saying
Visit any G&B Energy
is
location or
what I was thinking.
gbeenergy.com to learn more.
That's
Every
in
day
depth
you listen
on
to
some
the
of these
news.
is probably
but how is
better
that news
than
affecting your
giving
financial world?
just the bullet
Things
points.
like your
But I
retirement
wasn't
and your
sure,
kids' college
right?
fund.
Like
you need someone
some
who can
small
help you
business
work
people
towards
like
your
me,
goals.
and they just want to
Someone
hear the
help
bullet
you move
points and
forward
move on.
in these times of
Some
change.
people want to get
Call
in depth.
Eileen Stoner at Morgan Stanley. Eileen has 28 years of experience as a financial advisor, and she's right here in Cornelius, North Carolina. To make an appointment with Eileen
Julie
Stoner,
said,
call
"Stay tuned, the show isn't over yet."
704-896-9138. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC.
I was
Member
done.
SIPC.
You know, I'm done.
dinner's ready.
I thought it was over.
Babe,
I'm
good to be here,
dinner's
guys.
ready.
Ever feel like your husband just isn't listening?
Dinner's ready.
Maybe he just can't hear.
Babe.
It's time to turn up the
But, I mean, I
volume
thought it
on
was
life.
good, and I
Beltone
think,
in
yeah,
Mooresville
you're
and
right.
Cornelius
If
can
you
help with
went
a
and
free
did find a
hearing
couple
test
of
and
them,
expert
and
solutions
both
tailored
wanted
for
the
you.
rest of them, you
Call
can kind of
877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Don't wait.
but, I mean,
Call
they were all good. Like, what do you not talk
877-432-7123 and bring back the sound of love.
She's hot, and not in a fun way. You're both sweating, and nobody's happy. Cool off fast with Varsity Zone HVAC. Fast
Well, in
service,
13
cold
years,
air,
I've
pure
probably
relief.
done that.
Serving Mooresville and the entire Lake Norman
Oh, no
area
kidding.
because summer shouldn't feel
it's
like a
not
punishment.
really what it
Visit
is.
varsityzone.com.
Yeah.
Struggling with focus, memory, or mental clarity? Royer Neuroscience offers personalized, remote brain training designed to improve your cognitive health. Anywhere, anytime, you can boost focus, enhance mental performance, and thrive emotionally and physically. Visit RoyerNeuroscience.com and reclaim your brain today.
Make your work easier with Eagle Rentals of Troutman and Statesville.
But it's good because you have a lot of experience and you've seen a lot of businesses.
Oh, right.
and
I
you
could
know,
talk about
right.
any one of them.
You know what, like when you went into like the data piece of it, it's like, so you might not have a huge amount of pile of cash sitting in your bank accounts, but you might have a really big list for social media following
That's
or
correct.
something. Like that's something people might not think about. So
That's correct.
That's EagleRentals.com.
Friendly reminder, don't break when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
So what? Right.
Yeah.
Parade of Fed officials talk about a possible interest rate cut coming next month. The FAA plans to investigate any airlines it
That's correct.
comply with
Right.
fare reductions mandated
Yeah.
during the government
Get in the grind.
shutdown. It's not clear
Yep.
when the letters are going
Did you check Facebook to see if Julie's making fun of me, beating up on me? Because I talked about her twice in that 15 bullet point. You know, that could be dangerous.
To support AI and cloud computing.
She could be beating up on me on Facebook.
Jobs. This is across its
Julie,
sales
how was that
organization.
15 useful business
OpenAI
tips?
has unveiled
Give me a
free
thumbs up or a
artificial
thumbs down on
intelligence
that. Tell me what you think.
research tool. It
Oh,
can
what she
generate
texts.
a personalized buyer's guide for ChatGPT users during the
She's
holiday
doing up.
season.
She's ghosting me.
It'll
She's
suggest
mad at me,
items
Wilton.
and allow you to refine the
You
list.
mentioned her too many
but
times.
OpenAI also says it recognizes certain shortcomings and it recommends you visit the merchant sites for the most accurate details.
We ready?
Denise
All right,
Coleman,
do it.
Bloomberg Radio.
Are you ready,
Friendly
young lady?
reminder. Don't
I'm
break
ready.
when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone. We hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at News Talk WSIC. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. Again, I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. And I have gone through 15 useful tips for success in achieving growth in 2026. And my my guest has been sitting here like pulling her hair out, dying to get involved and help me through that list. She is here now. She is the founder and owner of We Assist Marketing, Jackie Benjamin. Jackie, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you got to pull up your mic a little bit, Wilton. Oh, he was too busy giving you the clap that he didn't turn on the microphone instead.
I appreciate the clap.
Jackie, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Honored to be here. So glad that you asked.
The company name is We Assist Marketing. Is that the name?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
So what exactly is We Assist Marketing?
Yeah, so basically we take over social media management for home service businesses. So we work with HVAC plumbers, those types of businesses, and we take over their social media so they don't really have to worry about it. But we also do outbound social media. So it's a little bit different than your traditional social media company. So we do all the traditional things you think of, the creating the post and doing the content and the graphics and posting and scheduling. But then we're also answering comments and DMs on behalf of the client.
Oh, I need that so
But
bad.
hold on now. There's one more step.
There's more.
There's
And
more.
there's more.
Oh, there's more. There's more. So we also now are going out on behalf of our clients and following and engaging with other businesses on social media who may be good collaboration partners, pull them into a job. For our HVAC clients, for example, it might be home inspectors, realtors, those types of folks. And now we're engaging with their clients. So it does with their audience. So it does two things for us. It primarily helps build that relationship.
Right.
So eventually they will get pulled into some kind of collaboration. But secondly, it also allows now their audience to see our client's name out there multiple times.
Right.
So we're even looking at local doctors, dentists, orthodontists, because we want their audience to see our HVAC clients, for example, when they need something.
So, and that is so helpful, because I've got a social media person that creates content, puts it on a calendar, and drops it on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But no communication. And if that's supposed to come from Joe, and if you see how I write, you realize Julie will not allow me to actually respond. Right. So it doesn't work, right? I cannot communicate through Facebook or LinkedIn with these people that may very well have questions, because the way I do it in form of writing is so difficult for me. And so you offer this entire communication thread that otherwise I wouldn't have.
Yeah, definitely. And what I equate it to is like going to a networking event is standing in the corner. Like if you're posting, and that's great. That's great that you're out there. But if you're not doing the social part of social media and building relationships, it is like being at a networking event, standing in the corner and not talking to anybody.
Right.
It's the social part of social media.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
I'm in the networking group. I'm just not talking to anybody.
Right. Yep, exactly. And it's, our businesses are all local businesses. It's a huge community. It doesn't matter where they are. Here in the Lake Norman area, obviously a huge community. Charlotte, a lot of our businesses across the country have huge communities, and they are doing a lot in the community, but not through social media. So
How long have you been doing this?
6 years.
So I like asking this question.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want you to go back to 1962.
Okay.
Okay. But you didn't wake up on a Tuesday and say, I want to help somebody with their social media. Give me a little bit of your background.
Yeah, so that's a great question because
Wilton is really into the buttons today.
It actually started with a dream, so that was perfect. That was perfect.
Wilton knew that.
You must have heard my story. So my background has primarily been in IT and IT consulting. So I did a lot of that. Started as a COBOL.
So you already got
programmer
the whole
back
tech
in the
thing
day.
down.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm super comfortable with tech, and I had come from was at a Salesforce implementation partner prior to starting my own business, and was on their executive team and kind of saw how businesses run, learned a lot, and they were a very purpose-driven business, and I wasn't going to leave. And at the end of 2018, out of a sound sleep, I woke up with two thoughts. Start a business was one of them. And then my third thought was no. So tried not to do it, and it just didn't work. So so here I am. And we started in September of 2019 with doing other things besides just social media management. We were doing email marketing, some other different types of marketing, and then COVID, right? So people who were ignoring social media before that because they could be at places. Now they couldn't because nobody could be anywhere, but social media was huge. So that's really when we leaned in, and our clients asked us to, the social media.
And I don't think, at least, unfortunately, I have to say this, as an old school business guy, now I don't know when that happened, but somehow I became the old school business guy. Honestly, I remember being the young, successful guy in the room.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I got gray hair and a belly. I don't know what happened, right? But somehow that happened. Wilton, that's enough. And so something happened, right? And I realized that this entire social media, the marketing concept of it, I get it, I grasp it, but I cannot engage it in a way that what it requires, in my case, because of skill set, but also I don't like it.
Right.
Like it literally isn't something that I enjoy. And if somebody would have told me this is what you have to do to run a business, I would say, nah, I would prefer not to, right? And I know most old school business guys think like I think on this, right?
Yeah.
And so what you offer here is precisely what we have very little interest in. And yet it's really important to actually leverage the social media to work for you.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of our clients they're all family-owned businesses for the most part. So we're talking about generations, and especially in the trades. Grandpa started the business, dad's now running the business because he's about to retire, and son's about to take over. Well, son has a whole different perspective on social media, but things are still being done by dad for the most part, or mom.
Right.
And so, when we come along, I hear
lot of
that
mom on a Sunday afternoon for a couple hours. That's right.
A lot of the marketing falls to the
That's right.
wives,
That's
I
right.
do
That's
say.
right.
And so, a lot of people are exactly like that, and they have been doing their business on referrals for a really long time. And so they not only don't really feel like they want to do, they don't like it. So it's the same exact thing. But, somewhere along the line, somebody said to them, you need to be on social media because that's how you're real. I mean, that's how people go and look for you.
And here's what's changed. I actually talked about it in that 15 bullet point list. What's changed about marketing is there's effort in it.
Yeah,
right? It's no longer, I tell people, I love saying this, one of my favorite marketing things that I did, I had a bunch of restaurants inside office buildings. I'd print the flyer and it'd say, where you going to go when you want a sloppy Joe? Joe's Place, right? And I'd slide it early in the morning under the office doors for people before they come in. It's just masterful, right? Masterful.
Genius.
That's right. Genius. The problem, we're going to get along fine as long as you keep calling me genius. The problem is nowadays, I don't know how to make that message still happen or where the door is to slide it under. And I don't know how to do that. And I don't have the time.
Right.
And so what a company like yours does allows me that time.
Yeah, exactly. And the other issue is that not only do you not know all of those things, there are thousands of other flyers coming in under the door now.
Right.
Because everybody, because of the way the world is, it's not just social media.
Right.
But that's how it goes.
When we get back, let's talk about how we can help them.
Yeah.
I should say you. I'm not going to be able to help you.
No, you can come on my team.
We'll be right back.
12 years strong, Joe Vagnone is still delivering the conversations.
We definitely need to talk
More
because
Local Biz Now after the break.
That,
Only on
what you do
WSIC.
is my
Local
weak
starts
spot.
here.
Yeah.
Because I know there are people that would like to ask me a question. What I want to do is
high
we're good.
temperatures, plenty of sunshine. Gonna get into the mid-
Hey, I like the whole button thing.
Afternoon.
By the way,
Busiest travel
I'm good
days
with
of the
that.
year and of the
I
week.
like it.
I did like my clap.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to keep picking on you about it, but I like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop messing with you, but I do like the button.
WSIC Weather Center. I'm
The
meteorologist.
challenge that we have is some of what I do is very
Here's your
confidential.
WSIC community
Right.
And so what they can't do is say, I'm thinking about selling.
Right.
Little Johnny Trailer
You
Tracks
can't say
takes
that
the
on
stage
social
Friday.
media.
No,
The
no.
So I
Sonic
need to
Band
send
performs
them
Saturday. Enjoy
to my
whiskeys,
private
cocktails,
email.
and light fare
Right.
from the
So
kitchen
creating
at
a
Bin
conversation
110.
in a comforting,
Saturday is
Joe
the 14th
knows
annual
kind of
Light Up
place,
Cornelius
and then
celebration
you can
happening
say,
downtown. Enjoy
click
community
this
group
link, we'll
performances,
take care of you
children's
privately.
activities,
Exactly,
And
a
get
yes.
model
them
train
off.
display.
The problem is
food,
some people
beverages,
want
and
to
a
communicate
visit
because
from
it's
Santa
easy and
his
quick.
Right, right,
Right.
The event
And then
begins
they
at
don't
4
realize,
p.m.
oh,
with the tree lighting
I really
ceremony
shouldn't
at
be doing
6:30.
that.
Right.
Visit
Yeah.
Cornelius.org for more information.
That's hard to
on
do.
Light Up
Julie doesn't have time
Cornelius.
to monitor that and
Right.
to do that. I
Christmas at
certainly
Charlotte Motors
don't have
Speedway
time
is
or
happening now
interest.
and runs
And then
through
the way I
June.
write,
The
you
Drive
don't
Right.
want me
Holiday
writing.
Light Show features more
That's a
than
whole
5
nother problem.
Right. Yeah.
That's not a marketing problem.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I can't help you with that one.
That's right. That's right. And then I got a social media person. We call her B.
Right.
Well, she doesn't monitor it on a.
Right.
You know, she's got 300 clients or whatever.
Yeah, right.
So that concept, there's a real place for that.
Yeah, yeah.
To find sort of a sweet spot and how to apply. And then I've always thought that I'll probably have, I don't know, 15, 20,000 people on my LinkedIn. Only because Julie taught me how to add new people years
Right,
ago.
right,
And I was just clicking. I don't know any of them. You understand?
Right, that's all right.
But
for more information.
now is a great time to
From
be
all of us
adding
here
new
at
people.
WSIC Radio and
Now
Lake
that I
Norman
know who
Woman
to look
Magazine,
Right.
Who the profile should be.
Right.
Back then I didn't.
Exactly.
Thanks, sir.
Yes.
You know, back then I had no idea.
No, I know. Well, and that's how everybody
Encourage
starts.
Some of the people I don't need. And then
Right. Yeah, and everybody kind of starts like that too. It's like, I'm going to invite all the people.
That's
Everybody.
That's live, work,
I just thought the more the better.
Right,
and I,
right,
just,
exactly.
I just kept pressing.
Right. Now you need to curate.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Yeah. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. I'm here with Jackie Benjamin. She is the founder and owner of We Assist Marketing. Jackie, thanks you so much for being here.
For having me.
So we were talking during the break. Years ago, Julie taught me how to press on the button and get new people on LinkedIn. And so I got like 20,000 people on LinkedIn. I might know 2. So it's easy to say, I probably need to clean that up, right? Like, you know.
Yeah.
But there are a bunch of people I like to connect with. And that's where I look at you and I think, well, I'm missing the block, right? Like I'm missing the opportunity for every week to bring 5 or 10 more people on board.
Right.
They would like the postings that I'm putting out and the information that I'm providing, that sort of stuff. And that's where you come in. Am I right?
Yeah, definitely. And by doing that, they're going to interact with your content, which feeds the algorithms. Doesn't matter what platform you're on.
Right.
That's going to feed the algorithms, right? And pull you up more and more in their feed and other people's feeds. So yeah, I mean, it's a great time when you have 15,000 followers. It's a connections. It's a great time to curate and really take a look at them and then bring on some
Well,
new
you
folks.
understand, Julie will not let me click on that button anymore because last time I had, there were some Parisian women on there that I was.
Yeah. She's probably good then.
I'm no longer allowed to click those.
Yeah, you might need some monitoring.
I mean, she seemed real nice, when she. Julie said, "What are you clicking on?"
Right.
I mean, she seemed nice.
Sure, they always do.
So I could use your help on that kind of stuff. What about things like from time to time, you get these duplicate accounts and that sort of stuff? Can you help us keep those cleaned out, or how? Because us managing this, that's probably the one thing that angers me the most about IT is they're not really accountable to their customers, and it really bothers me. Whether it's bad that people putting bad remarks that aren't accurate or true, or duplicate accounts that in fact aren't correct.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff really angers me. Can you guys help with that?
Yeah, and we don't see it too often with our clients, really. But yeah, we would certainly reach out. We've had a couple of issues before that were similar to that, where we'd reached out to Facebook and tried to work through the issues. It was a Facebook page and work through the issues. So we'll definitely help with that. We don't see it very often, but it does happen. And what we do see very often, though, is, and it kind of comes in waves, are those messages that saying they're coming from Facebook saying, we're going to shut down your Facebook page because you did something wrong. And they're all a total scam. And
really?
Oh, yeah. And they come in waves. Our clients will start getting them, piles of them for a month, and then they'll go away. And 3 months later, they'll come back. So we see that a lot with our clients. And the first time it happens, everybody gets nervous about it. But it's not how Facebook communicates. You can see it's not coming from Facebook. And it just kind of helps us make our clients feel a little bit better about their accounts.
Okay, so first of all, if somebody wanted to reach you, how could they reach you?
Yeah, so through my website, it's www.weassistbusiness.com. You can schedule a meeting with me right there if you wanted to talk about social media, or reach out to me on LinkedIn. Connect me with me there.
So next thing is, what is a good buyer profile for you, right? I mean, what does that buyer, if there's a small business person out there listening, what does it look like that's just a good fit for you?
Yeah, so a good fit for us is, again, someone in the home services, so a plumber, a HVAC company, home remodeler who is really growing. So they're not like trucking a truck. They've got some crews. They're out on the road. They've got wrapped vehicles. They're probably between, for HVAC, like the $5 to $15 million revenue. Family owned. We like to work with family owned businesses, and they may or may not have somebody doing marketing, but they're probably not a marketing person. So they need some help with the whole big picture. They're probably working on their strategy, and then we can come in alongside them and help them with their social media fit into that strategy.
So one of the things we had talked about in this useful 15 business tips is a database. Do you help them put that and keep that together? Because in the past, the only thing they had was sort of what they repaired from their client, and they kind of miss that this is like a gold mine where you can go back and mail them information and stuff like that. Are you helping them with that?
Yeah, so huge. We're not helping them with that part of it, but what we are doing is, so we run ads as well, so we can take that database and use it to run meta ads. So we could do that, but what we do for our clients is start saving posts of those businesses that might be good collaboration partners, so that we can then continue to post on their content. And so we kind of save those off in a folder. So depending on what platform we're on, so we can continue to post on their content, will keep coming up in our feed. So then we can help them kind of get that list of collaboration partners, local businesses that might be good for them to work with.
So you like sort of home services, service-related businesses. Why does that seem to fit well to you compared to so many other industries? What is it about that that's a sweet spot?
It's a great question. When we started doing social media, we did it for anybody and everybody, and we kind of came into two kind of buckets of clients. We had a lot of nonprofits, and we had a lot of home services. And so I just kind of, at that point, made the decision to go with home services. I just really like working with them. I like working with the family-owned businesses.
Right.
The kind of, people who are like,
so you can tell us owners, no, that's a bad idea.
Sometimes we have to do that.
I know you have to.
Sometimes we have to do that. We have to stand in our authority and kind of talk about what's social media piece of it. But so that's why I landed there, and I just love it. I'm a member of Women in HVACR. I'm the North Carolina chapter lead for Women in Piping and Plumbing. So I just really dove in and just love the industry.
That is funny.
Yeah.
And so I have been told that is the best way to build a business is to stick to a particular industry. And when you're ready to grow, just pick sort of another segment and kind of focus in on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was so, when I made that decision, it was so interesting because I kept hearing that and I thought, how could that be possible? Right. And so when I made that decision and really focused in on HVAC for the first home service business or industry that we were talking to, and I started telling people what we did, they're like, oh, I know, I've got people I can refer you to right now. Same people that kept asking me, what is it you do again? And then as soon as I told them that for HVAC businesses, oh yeah, I know 3 people I can.
So question, it's a business question.
Yeah.
How do you make them feel comfortable that you're not helping the competitor at the same time? Because when you stick and you focus on an industry like that, how does that work for you?
Yeah, so that is a great question because we do get asked that. So we try to be kind of location specific so that we have maybe, even if we have a couple in the Charlotte area, we have, more South Charlotte, Fort Mill.
One zip
Lake
code to the
Norman.
north,
Yeah.
one zip code to the south.
So and because we're digital, we work across the country, but
Right.
we do limit the amount of businesses we'll take in one area because we don't want them to feel like we are, competing with each other. So,
Right.
We're not, we can make social media look different, but it definitely helps with the trust.
Right. So how long is sort of the gear up phase? Because if I hire you, you guys got to get to know me, right? You got to get to know what I'm looking for and what my strengths are and that sort of stuff. How walk me through with that sort of, I think you IT people call that onboarding, right?
Yes,
So
it's
walk
our
me through
onboarding.
the official onboarding process. What's that look like?
So our official
'Cause
onboarding.
to you, it's exciting.
So
to me, it's
exciting.
like, oh no, how hard is this going to be?
Yeah, it's so exciting. Yeah, so our onboarding process, we do try to make it as painless as possible because we already know that social media is a big pain for a lot of
that's
our
why
clients.
you got the gig anyway.
That's why they were
I
here,
don't wanna
right?
do it, right?
Yeah. So we have a 2-week onboarding. So we do an hour kickoff to start with, where we kind of do more of a deep dive into their business, ask the pertinent questions that we need to ask to get started, and then we start with their first post. We'll send them a first batch of posts, maybe a week or two. They have approval on everything that goes live, so we don't post anything live without their approval. And so we'll send that to them. They'll approve it or ask for edits. We'll make those changes, send back. So that takes about 2 weeks, the initial 2 weeks before they're seeing live posting. So live posting happens, and then we start working on the engagement also as soon as live posting happens. So in the kickoff, we've talked about what kinds of businesses would be good to engage with and to interact with on social media. So we start that as well. But then what happens is we're testing for the first couple of months, right? We're testing to see, what is your audience like? How big is your audience? We're looking at social media. Are they real? Do you have 1,300, 2,000 people? Are they real? Are they going to interact? You have 0 people.
Persian women.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You have 0 people. How are we going to build that? We have that situation too. So, so then that takes like the first 3 months where we're really testing and seeing what your audience likes. And because it's organic, it is a long play. So it's time or money, right?
Right.
And this is time. If you want to do meta ads,
Don't even
spend a bunch
get
of
started
money.
in this unless you've got a year or 2-year plan.
Yeah,
of action.
and so we're really seeing results at like the 9 to 12 months. 6 to 9, we're starting to crank, and then the 9 to 12 months is when we're really starting to see different results. But we've even had clients come to us just with the one of our newer clients had run into somebody at a local event, and she said, "Oh, hey, I know you. I follow you on social media." He's like, "Oh, that's great. Thanks for following me." She said, "No, you followed me first. I followed you back." So, I'm like, it works.
I relate to that. I can get that.
Yeah, and it works, right? So that's that. Now they kind of got there and already knew each other at that point.
I love that.
This is cool.
So again, Jackie is the founder and owner of We Assist Marketing. How can they reach you again?
Yep. Website is www.weassistbusiness.com. You can schedule an appointment with me there, a time, or connect with me on LinkedIn.
And you've been doing this for over 6 years. So this is not a fly-by-night thing here.
No, I'm serious. Very serious. Yeah. No, I mean, it's important. And I think it's really important for local businesses to have a presence, not just out there, but also engaging and, the social.
And those of you listening live on the radio, I know Julie loves her because Julie's already commenting making comments for me to get you back on the show. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you.
I would love that.
Jackie, thank you so much. We assist marketing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and if it's Monday afternoon, Wilton, say it, say it, say it.
Your business matters.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
It all started with a little meet cute at Paloma and Mooresville, where flavors intertwine and moments become lasting memories. Craft cocktails, elegant small bites that aren't so small. Live music Thursday to Saturday. Visit Paloma